Hi everyone. I hope you're doing well. um, it's been a while. Today is Sunday, November 10th. Um, it's a little bit before 10 o'clock. And my name is Rachel. Welcome to my channel. It's been a very long time. I'm not sure how long it's been since my last video. So, thank you very much for watching. Whether you are returning or it's your first one, thank you so much. It's been at least a month, I know that. It's probably been longer. The last month or so have been pretty busy around here. I kept meaning to record, and then things would happen and I wouldn't have a chance to. I guess we'll go over what I've been up to real quick before we get into stitching. Like I said, I can't remember when my last video was. I'm pretty sure it was in September. What's up, Luke? Towards the end of September, hopefully. September was fine. Overall, pretty, normal. However, what? Don't do it. Don't do it. He's been downstairs all morning until I want to record, and then all of a sudden he has to be like right here. Come here. So, October. I used to really like October. But the last few years, October kind of ends up being the actual worst month ever. This year wasn't really any different. So start in the beginning of October. So my sister's birthday is at the beginning of October. We're only 11 days apart. And so the day after her birthday, she was in the hospital for 5 days because she had pneumonia. And her boyfriend, fiance, whatever, he had knee surgery at the end of September. And so he wasn't even allowed to, like, get up and walk yet. And they have a 5-year-old. And so, I was, a pretty stressful week for everybody. While she was in the hospital. She's doing a lot better now, I think, although yesterday I know she didn't feel very well. But they're getting back on their feet. So her fiance was able to go back to work last week, I think, or the week before. I think. He does landscaping. So I think it's still kind of, you know, off on a sort of. I know he ended up overworking his knee the first few days, his leg, and had to take a couple days off again. But they're getting there. And then classes started kicking my butt because we hit like the middle of the semester. So I've got about 5 weeks left, I think, in the semester. What? What? Don't do it. He's thinking about jumping up here. Don't do it, Loke. You're not allowed, you know it. And then, oh, and he did it. What you doing? Get down. Loki. Loki. He's about to... What? What? What's up, big boy? Huh? There you go. I don't know what he wants. So we were just really busy in the middle of the month. My aunt and uncle came to visit. They live in Oklahoma, and so they only come visit like once a year. So they were here right around my birthday. And then 2 weeks ago, I was in the hospital for a day and a half. Because my doctor, I had an ultrasound that day, and my doctor was afraid that I was in labor or about to be in labor, and so to the hospital I went. Luckily, I was not in labor, and I didn't go. However, I am now on bed rest until the baby gets here, which I've got 2 months until my due date, but she's like, I can't guarantee you're gonna go that long. But so she said she can't, she's like, I don't know that you won't, but I don't know that you will. So at this point, it's kind of a little nerve-wracking. I'm also not allowed to really get up a whole lot, which is really boring. Luckily, I'm a computer programmer, and so I do have the ability to work from home. So I am on working from home. So I at least have stuff to do most of the day during the week. So that's nice. Saves me from losing my mind a bit. And then the day I got out of the hospital, my mom left for a cruise. They went to Europe on a cruise. They got back Friday, and my stepdad was sick the whole trip. I felt so bad. My mom didn't feel great for part of it, but my stepdad just felt awful the whole trip. Actually, they were in the ER yesterday because they were afraid that he had pneumonia. I guess they said he didn't. So that was good, but it's kind of just been one thing after another the past few weeks. So who knows what's going to happen next. I keep checking the clock because I don't have a lot of time. I say as I slowly tell you what's been happening. Today's my baby shower, actually. And my grandmother and some of my aunts are coming down early. They live about 2.5 hours away. They're coming down early because I don't get to see them that much. And they haven't seen my nephew in like 2 or 3 years. So that's exciting. All right, I think that catches up where I've been. Pretty much. Starting to like, it's weird. A couple weeks ago, I felt like I had tons of time to get things in order. And now that I'm not allowed to do anything, like now that I'm only allowed to get up to use the bathroom and to make food, I'm starting to like get worried that I don't have enough time to get things done before the baby comes. So, luckily my dad came out last weekend and moved the bed that was in the nursery out of the nursery, so now it's sitting all over my foyer because it's supposed to go to my sister's house. But who knows if that's gonna happen. And he did start putting together the furniture. So it's progress will happen, and it's happening, but I'm kind of like, let's go. So anyway, I think that's pretty much everything that I have been up to. I think so. Stitching. I have done a lot of stitching since my last video. A lot of it. I've probably forgotten some of it. But what I have sitting here is what I'm going to show because it's what I actually remember working on. So, if there's something I've forgotten, you'll just have to see it next time. So, whips. First thing, and these are in no particular order except for whatever order they're sitting here for me to grab. So, I don't even remember where this was the last time I showed it. But, oh, I didn't bring the picture of what it'll actually look like when it's done. Sorry. If you want to see that, go to the last video, because I definitely showed the whole picture there. This is the piece that I've been working on the last couple months for, I've been using it for the Full Coverage Phonetics Numbers by the Month 1200 Stitches Challenge. So this is called Dragon Attack. It's by Artisy. I'm pretty sure last time I was about halfway through this page, or like somewhere like right here. So last month I put about almost 1400 stitches in, which finished the page. Yay, page finish. And then for this month's 1200 stitches, I started this page up here, which is so far pretty much just been Dragon Wing. And I have just under 1,000 stitches of my 1,200 done. So, I usually go in the diagonals blocks, but since this was a new page and didn't have anything parked, I actually did the row of blocks across the top of the page, to try and make it go a little faster, to get some park threads in there. So, yeah. I love the way this is looking. Look at that dragon wing. Looks so awesome. So, the wing on this page, that wing is like half the page. It goes to like, I don't know, like here or something, and it's like half the page. So, I think that's one of the reasons it's going so fast, is there's not a lot of color changes in the wing, overall. So, I love this one. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun. So, and I'm stitching this on 18 count Aida. It's just a white Aida. So, I think I bought it off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this off Amazon. Like a huge bolt of it, and I just keep cutting pieces off of it. So, yay! My next piece is in one of my So Much to Love project bags. This is, I think, a cherry blossom one. I forget exactly what they were calling it, but I should have yanked these all out and I didn't. Excuse me while I try and find a picture of what it will look like. There we go. So this is Fairy Mother and Child by Joan Elliott. Super cute. I'm doing this as like a birth stitch for the baby. So this is how far I am. So cute. So the baby is, except for some beading, the baby is done. Stitching and back stitching, which that back stitching took a really long time. There's a lot of back stitching in there. But I think it looks great. It's so cute. So, this is on, it's a 32 count opalescent Lugana, called Fairy Flight from Under the Sea Fabrics. So it does sparkle, which you can kind of see. And then, the wings are actually backstitched, and it's supposed to be Krynic. I switched it out for Petite Treasure Braid, so that's sparkly too. And then there's, here in her dress, her sleeve. This is Mom's arm and sleeve. There's a few Petite Treasure Braid stitches in there as well. So it's pretty sparkly. So that's where that one is. This one's a lot of fun to stitch too. It's definitely not going to be done by the time she gets here. So, but because you can see here on the, they have, and they give you an alphabet with the chart. So I'll put her name and birthday in there at some point, and but So next I'll work on the mother's head, which starts like right here, I think. So, yay. Loki's back. What's up, cat? This one is another So Much to Love project bag. This was the first one I ever bought. Super pretty. This is Remembrance by Joan Elliott. I did take her off the frame I had her on. This piece I'm doing, it's another reason why October is the worst month ever. This is a memorial piece for my daughter who passed away. So the very beginning of October would have been her second birthday, and was also the second anniversary of losing her. So I'm doing this piece for her. I started it, so it turned 1 that day. So I did work on it for a couple days. So here's where I am now. She needs ironed a bit, but love the way she's turning out. So I finished the back stitching around here, which a lot of it you can't see because it's gold Krynic. So it sparkles and you can see it in person. But you can kind of see it better if I get my lighting right. And then I went ahead and I did the skin of her arms here and started working up the very top of her dress. So then starting like right here is where her like shoulder, top of her shoulders, and then head and everything. Yay. So I think she's coming along really well. This is another So Much to Love project bag. I think it's called Nevermore or something like that. So this is a kit I bought off Amazon. It's a Joy Sunday kit. This is what it will look like. It's called The Girl Sat on the Dragon Reading a Book. So, pretty. Yep. So, this is where it is right now. I think it looks super cool. So her knees and the book she's reading, and then this is the dragon tail. This one, actually, my sister was really nice and brought it to me when I was in the hospital so that I had something to do. Yeah, so this is fabric. It came with just a 14 count white Aida that I switched out. And this is 32 count. I think it's Belfast linen. Yeah, so 32 count Belfast linen from Color and Cotton in the color Maui. So, yay. Like that one. What do you want, cat? Huh? What's that? Huh? What's that, bud? Alright, 2 more projects. Both of which are new starts since the last time I saw you. So, this one I wasn't supposed to start until October, but the last week of September, I'd had it completely ready to go, my fabric, all my floss organized, everything, for like 2 weeks or something, and I couldn't help myself. So I started it like 3 or 4 days before October started. So, this is what it will look like. So, it's a Tilton Crafts full coverage piece called Prior. The artwork is by Takaki. My printer was running out of color ink, so I don't know how entirely how true that is, but so I worked on this for a couple days in September, and then I brought it back out for a couple days at the end of October after I finished my stitches on Dragon Attack. So this is where I am. You can't really, there we go. I think that's as good as we're gonna get. So it's 1,000 stitches are in it. You can see the pink roses starting to come in, and the vines on the wall. So let's see, I'm right up here. So, and I really like this. I like working on this. You know, there's about 50 blues and 20 greens so far. But, yeah. So, I'll probably work, well, actually no. I don't think I'll work on this month. Like I said, I've been pulling it out after I finished my stitches on Dragon Attack. However, this month there's another event in Full Coverage Fanatics. I forget what it's called. And I can't remember. I think it's in 2 weeks. It's just a weekend event I forget what it's called. But you're supposed to pull out your biggest full coverage piece and work on it for the weekend. So, that is actually, I am planning on doing that, and that's a different piece. So I'm not sure. I might just keep that one out then the rest of the month, because I only have like 200 stitches on it. So, but this is on 25 count Lugana in white. Yeah, 25 count white Lugana 1/1. My pretty project bag for it. So I might leave Ginger Nova is my biggest piece. I have 5 full coverage pieces now started. Ginger Nova is the biggest. She's also the one with the least amount of stitches. I only have about 203 or 4 stitches, I think, on her. So, so I'm thinking of pulling her out for the rest of the month for that weekend, as long as I have my stitches done on Dragon Attack. And then the last project is a new start as well. This was my birthday start. I did start it on my birthday. I worked on it for 5 days because my birthday was on a Wednesday, so I just worked on it the rest of that week and through the weekend. So this is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. Love it. So I am doing the whole thing on one piece. So I started with this block over here. And this is the first time I'm using 40 count. And I love it. Like, not even joking. I kind of love 40 count. So I'm doing it. This is the called for. So it's 40 count Newcastle linen in the colored Legacy from Picture This Plus. And in 5 days, this is how far I got. It was slow, and I was gonna do the whole box, but then I got worried that let me tell you how many times I had to count to make sure that I had the right number of stitches. And I'm still not convinced that my counting is correct, but we better hope that it is, because putting this bat and this ghost in, I counted so many times. There's my little ghost. So I'm really hoping that this is right. So I'm doing it 1 strand over 2. And I did have a blast working on it. I'm just really hoping that all the counting I did was right, because I counted like 50 times before I put stitches in. So we'll see. But so I have no idea when this will come out again. But it was a lot of fun to do. I was really nervous about the 40 count. But it actually wasn't as bad as I thought. I gotta get my... I didn't even finish organizing floss for this. Like, I have all the floss. It's in the bag, but it's not, like, organized really at all. So my bag is full. Alright, so that's all the stitching that I've done. But I do have some haul. Not a lot, but some. So, let's see. I got this off Etsy. It's shipped from Australia. So, it's Madame Lafie's, or more. Love it. Sorry about the glare. I love it. It's so cool. And then I have 2 orders from 123 Stitch that came. I got this is the newest order. This is my newest order. I think I've had it like 2 weeks, and I got it because of this. I wanted this chart, and it finally was in stock. So, Tired Trio by Plum Street Samplings. I was going to start this. I really want to start this. And I was going to go to my LNS and kit up the colors, because I want to change out a couple of them. But now I'm not allowed to do anything. So, I'm not going to change many of the colors. I think I'm just going to change the flowers from pinks to purples. That's probably it. Loki, get down, cat. Sorry, I just screamed at you. Loki. Cat. I know. You're miserable. What are you doing? What? What? I don't understand him. Kitty. Hey, old man. Come here. Don't you eat my flowers. My dad brought me flowers when I was in the hospital. Loki's currently looking at them like he wants to eat them. Good job. What are we doing? Not that on the counter. So, this saucer is too cute. I really want to start it, but until I can actually go get the colors, I have no idea. And then since I couldn't just order one chart, I also got cauldron cleaner, bitter brew, and coffin paint. I love these little things. I love these. I'm so excited. I have no idea how I'm going to stitch them. Because I don't really want to do them like as these little ornaments. I kind of want to do them all together in one thing. But the way they're shaped, I don't know how that would really work. I mean, they're all the same shape. But I wonder if I could do them like kind of like this. Would help. Like in a round. I don't know. Don't know. Not anytime soon, so it's fine. And then the other 1, 2, 3 stitch order I got was because the newest Joan Elliott released. She's been doing enough fairy series this year. I think it actually started in November of last year is when the first one came out. And the newest one of it came out. Fairy of the Rainbow. And I'm kind of in love. Fairy of the Clouds, which was the one that came out right before this, was my favorite of the series. But now this one might be. I don't know. Those two, this one and Fairy of the Clouds are definitely my favorite. I love them. So, and then I got the other 3 that I was missing from the Scary Apothecary series. Skeleton Polish, Cackle Lozenges, and Spider Legs. So I think I have all of them now. Unless I missed one at some point. I think I have... How many is there? Because I have... Is there just 10? Or is there more? I think I have 9 or 10. So I think that's all of them. That was all of them that 1, 2, 3 Stitch had anyway. So my last haul, right? No, sorry. This was, I showed this in the box because the cats kept playing with it. So I ordered this from Luminous Fiber Arts Etsy shop. It's the thread pack for Snow Mini Friends. So I bought the chart at StitchCon, and I decided, why not buy the thread pack from her when I saw she had it. So, super pretty. I think they're all weeks. Are they all weeks? Let's see. Most of them are weeks, at least. I think there's like 1 or 2 Classic Colorworks. there's 2 classic colorworks. So we've got these 5 weeks, which are super pretty. Oh, I'm hiding one. So pretty. We've got, what? Island Breeze, Daylily, is Islam Murata. That one's pretty. I like that one a lot. Peacoat, which it's like black and gray. Maybe a little bit of blue tint, I guess. It's pretty. And Cypress, which is a lot darker than what it's showing up on the screen. And then these 2 are classic colorworks. Yeah, Blackbird, which is a brown black variegated, and Cupid, which is a that's pretty true. It's a little darker. It's a little more red. Yeah, like this part is much deeper red than what is showing up. But so those are really pretty. I have no idea when I'll actually start Snow Mini Friends, but I'm glad I bought the floss for the floss pack, so. Okay. Now really the last thing that I bought. So there was a new cross stitch shop called Cross Stitch Boutique, which I will try and link below if I have time. Otherwise, I'll have to do it this evening. They just opened in October. I can't remember when in October, but so until the end of October, they had a it was like you got 15, I think it was 15% off anything that you ordered, and they had free shipping. So I ordered some fabric. They're in Pennsylvania, so it got here really quick, like within a week. I think it took about a week. So came in, I got fabric. It's a really nice box. And then each piece of fabric came in a Ziploc bag with a thing on it telling you what's inside. So I thought that was really nice. So I got 3, which if you've seen my Instagram, you saw you saw these already. But so this is 32 count Joblin in Seafoam. It's a bit more green than that in person. Yeah, it's definitely way more green than that. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, I got a fat quarter. Sorry. I want to make sure I put these back in their bag because it has, that's where the label is for what color and count it is. And I got, this is a 32 count, or not 28 count Lugana in the color Stormy Night. It's also a fat quarter. That's pretty true. It's like a really pale mix of like purple and gray and blue. There's more purple on this side, I think, than... Yeah, it's super pretty. I gotta figure out something to stitch on that. Like, so. And then the last one I got is a 32 count Belfast linen in the color Foggy Night. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? I love it. So, I ordered a fat quarter of this one. This is definitely not a fat quarter. It's definitely a lot bigger. So I don't know if they mixed up pieces because the bag says it's a fat quarter. Or if they gave me a bigger piece on purpose. I don't know. But it's gorgeous, so I appreciate it. I will definitely use the bigger piece. So, that's pretty much it for purchases. I did buy some other things. I bought some other charts off Etsy that are just PDFs. So I don't have them to show. They're on my iPad, which I'm recording on. I also, Haid was having a 50% off sale the week of my birthday. So I did buy 2 Haids. 2 more Haids because, you know, I need more full coverage pieces. Like I need a hole in the head. I have like 25 or something full coverage pieces now. Sitting, waiting for me to not ever get to all of them. So I do have 5 full coverage pieces started. And I think that's my limit for whips in full coverage at one time. So I probably won't be starting any more of those until I finish up at least one. We'll see. Watch me change my mind. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. Oh, this took a lot longer than I thought. Yikes. Thank you so much for watching. The next couple weeks, I have no idea when I'm going to be able to record again. Things are kind of really up in the air right now as to what's happening, and so I'm kind of taking it day by day. Yeah, so, but I hope that your next couple weeks are good, and I will hopefully be back before too long. So yeah. Loki seems to have calmed down. I still don't know what his problem was. I haven't seen Isis anywhere. She's probably in the basement. So, again, thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it all the way through the video in my rambling. I will hopefully see you next time. Bye.